Testing, testing, 1, 2. Can you guys hear me now? Testing, testing, 1. Okay, I do apologize, you guys. I thought all of this time you could actually hear me. So let me kind of start over. So we're going to go over what we're talking about. We're talking about using ChatGPT for project planning and basically streamlining your church projects through the power of AI. So that's what we're talking about today. And I am excited to do that. I was letting you guys know to let me know in the comment section where you are listening from. And of course, if you have any questions, you can put them in the comment section as well. So we are moving right along. We're going to dive right in. Let me get this situated for us. Okay. All right. So tonight we are talking about using ChatGPT. And like I said, if this is your first time tuning in, I do encourage you to go back on my YouTube channel and watch some of the previous episodes of Media Ministry Monday, because you'll be able to learn a little bit about me and my background as it relates to my passion and my experience in media ministry. Goes all the way back to grade school, and it's just been a fantastic journey, something I'm super passionate about. So I'm excited to be here with you. If you have questions, you can put them in the chat. If you want to dive deeper in learning and understanding how to properly just to do your best in your media ministry, in your church, on your church media team, what have you, I'd be more than happy to give you some coaching or do a group session with your team as well. Okay, so let's dive in. When you go to ChatGPT, you will see this particular interface. It's important to know that, first of all, I encourage you to go on YouTube and kind of watch an overview of what ChatGPT is and all of the features, because we're not going to cover that in today's session. We're just going to talk about project planning. But I will tell you that setting your account up properly helps tremendously. So for instance, when you set up your account, you want to go into your profile right here. So you'll click on the bottom left, and then you will go into personalization. So in personalization, this is where you will give ChatGPT information about yourself. So for instance, customize instructions, you'll kind of tell it, the type of behavior style or tone preferences that you like. If you have a nickname, things of that nature. I don't have these sections filled out, but what I do have is more about you. I have this section filled out. And so here I'm telling it all about who I am and what I do, some of the books that I've written, my career, my media portfolio, just all of the things that I'm doing so that it understands who I am. And that is good, because basically what's going to happen is it's going to give me answers based upon what it knows about me in my account. So it's important that if you are doing this for your ministry or for your church, that you have this section filled out so that it can talk to you in a way that is relevant to who you are and what your church stands for. So here, if you are a specific denomination, you want to put that here. If you have specific beliefs that you want ChatGPT to remember, if your church is really big on, making people feel like they are, welcome to come as they are. It's a very casual environment, whatever. You want to always put that here, because it's going to hold you to what you say about who you are or who the ministry is. So make sure you fill this out. And then there are other features here that you can explore, but I did want to suggest this. Okay. So you probably will see that as we kind of run through this exercise, how it will give certain types of information based upon what it knows about me. So for instance, let's see. So what kind of project do we want to plan? And if you're here, maybe put it in the chat. What type of ministry project do we want to plan? We can plan something for the youth. We can plan something for the women's department, the women's ministry, or if you have an outreach ministry, or even Christmas. What do we want to plan? And I'll give you guys an opportunity to kind of share that in the comments section, and then we will go from there. All right, let me know in the comments, what are you thinking? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and choose a topic. Let's see. So we will plan let's plan our, let's plan our Christmas outreach program. How about that? So I'm going to type here in ChatGPT and say, our church would like to have a Christmas outreach event. We'd like for, so this is a great, so you can always stop if you pressed it too fast, and you can edit it, but I'm going to just start over here. Okay. Now, I do want to say one thing also that you can do here is you can use the folder feature, because what happens is every time you create something relative to that topic or that folder name, and you have all of these different chats in that folder, it will give you relevant information based on that folder. So it's really good if you're like doing several, like for instance, if you want to have a folder for the women's ministry or a folder for the youth ministry. So say for instance, your whole account for your church, your whole ChatGPT account is for your church. Say for instance, that's the case. Then you will have, or your para ministry. I don't want this to seem as if this is just for churches, but your account is dedicated to that particular ministry. Then here you can have folders specifically for sub ministries or sub projects within your ministry. Okay. So let's go ahead and get back to where we were. So our church would like to have a Christmas outreach event. We would like for this event to be a gateway for us to get involved in the community, raising awareness about our ministry, and let's just say showing love. Let's always keep that as the priority. So showing love to those in need, and at the same time raising awareness about, and let's say, the heart of our ministry. That way it's not so, opportunistic. So raising awareness about the heart of our ministry. Okay. So here's where the project planning comes in. So you want to talk to ChatGPT as if you're talking to a consultant, and you just want to tell it everything that you can about your vision for the project. Now, if you do not have a vision for the project, you can simply say something like, give me some ideas, and it will give you ideas. But I'm going to go perhaps a little deeper, raising awareness about the heart of our ministry. And I'm going to just say about in the heart of our ministry. I'm going to say that just to be clear. Okay. And so then after that, we'll say something like, we have only a few days to prepare. And we'll just say, please help. Okay. Boom. So now we're going to press enter, or this little white button here. We'll press that. And it is doing its thinking. It says, absolutely, with only a few days, the key is clarity, simplicity, and visible love. You don't need a big production to make a real impact. Right. You need a clear heart, focused outreach, and a strong presence. Below is a fast, doable Christmas outreach plan you can execute in 3 days without overwhelm. Okay, so here it says Christmas outreach, love in action. So that kind of being the theme, the purpose is anchor this first. Now, if you have all of this already, you can give it that. And that's one thing that I love. So if you already have a theme, your theme can be Jesus joy, or Jesus is the reason for the season. It can be what have you. And then it will plan according to that theme. Okay, so right now it's giving us this theme: purpose, anchor this first, goal, serve immediate needs, build trust with the community, introduce your church as a loving, consistent presence. And then the message: we're here because God loves you, and so do we. All right. So then you'll go to what you can realistically do in a few days. Okay, so that's what it's telling you. Choose one core outreach focus. Okay, so we have 4 different options. We can do a giveaway, care package giveaway, community Christmas meal, coat blanket plus prayer outreach, family Christmas blessing table. Okay, and so now it's suggesting the care packages and plus prayer. So if we do that, it's breaking it down here. So we can do care package outreach, fast plus effective, what to include, affordable and easy to source. So it's suggesting that we do adult care packs, bottled water, snacks, socks, hygiene items, small encouragement card. Beautiful. And then we could do some add-ons if we wanted to. Okay, so it's breaking each option down that it gave us. And so this is the care package option. This is the prayer plus connection option. And so then it's giving us location ideas. We could do this at a grocery store, with permission, a community center, high foot traffic neighborhood, shelters, or laundromats. I love that idea. I haven't heard in a long time. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone doing outreach at a laundromat. That is absolutely beautiful. And then outside a Walmart or a Dollar Tree. And then it says call ahead if required. Many places allow short outreach with permission. Okay. And this is true. A lot of places do allow you to facilitate outreach on their property or at their business, simply because that brings awareness to their business. So if you are bringing foot traffic to where they are, that helps people to know about who they are and what they do. So that's a really good partnership opportunity. Okay. So then it says a 3-day prep timeline. It's giving you the timeline. You guys, we have a full project plan here. It says 3-day prep timeline. Day 1, decide plus delegate. Choose outreach focus, set day and time. Assign supplies coordinator, prayer team lead, greeters, media photography optional. And then it goes on to day 2, where you can gather plus assemble, shop in bulk, print simple encouragement cards, assemble care packages, prepare a one sentence church description everyone uses. And this is something else that ChatGPT can prepare. And actually, as it just did, when you highlight it, it can pop up here. You can press Ask ChatGPT and it will give you that. So then it gives you day 3. It gives you awareness without disruption. So it's giving you advice on, being ethical in your content capturing. And then also coming down, it says simple follow-up. If you want to give out a small card with the church name, website, we'd love to serve you again, things of that nature. So it's coming. This is it. And then what I love about ChatGPT, it gives you the next steps that it can do for you. It can create a 1-page volunteer guide, or it can draft prayer prompts for volunteers, or it can write the flyer or social media copy, or it can help you scale this into a monthly community presence. So again, what I recommend is that, after you have your initial plan, for each thing that you would need to do next, you would want to move those individual tasks into a separate chat within a folder. So we talked about the project folders here. So what we will do is we're going to create a new project, and we're going to call it Church Christmas Outreach Event. Okay. And so here it says projects keep chats, files, and custom instructions in one place. Use them for ongoing work or just to keep things tidy. So this is going to keep we're going to put all of our chats about this particular project in the same folder, the same project folder, so that we will have a central space for this project. Okay. So we're going to press create project. And then we are going to go down here to where it is. Oh, I hope I didn't put that. Where did I put it? That's not what I wanted. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is the folder right here. So we're going to take the actual chat that we just did down here, the Christmas outreach plan. Why did it do? Oh, this is the one that we started. I'm going to delete that one. Okay, delete. And then we're going to go to Christmas outreach plan, and we're going to just drag it to the folder. Okay. So now we have our initial plan is in the folder. So you can see how it is just indented over. That lets you know that it's in the folder. Okay. So with it being in the folder, we will go ahead and move forward. All right. So the next one, it says that they can prepare. It kind of already gave us everything that we need to do each day. So let's see, what else would we need for this particular project? We could do a letter to other churches, or let's see, a letter to the community, maybe, to let them know about the event. Okay. So what we'll do is let's go to our folder here. I clicked on our folder, and here we're going to just say, okay, for this project, let's create a letter that we can put, or I'm just going to say mail because I don't want to encourage anything illegal. So we'll say, let's create a letter that we can mail to those in the community, inviting them to attend the event. Okay. So now we'll press this again, and it will give us a letter based upon, oh, we forgot to pick a theme, but that's okay. That's all right. But if we had picked a theme, it will give us a letter based on our theme. So it says, Dear neighbor, we hope this. And oh, let me explain. So right now, the way that this looks, and the reason why it's saying we can click to edit is because we are in editing mode. We're in a mode called Canvas. And so with Canvas, Canvas, we are able to edit. And so, like, for instance, if I go back to our original thing here, I can say something like, I can say open in Canvas, and it will allow me to edit this information. Okay. So we're going to go back here, and we are going to say, we hope this letter finds you well during this Christmas season. Our church would like to personally invite you and your family to a Christmas community outreach event created especially to serve, encourage, and connect with our neighbors. This event is our way of showing love beyond our church walls and reminding our community that you matter and are not forgotten. That's so beautiful. Christmas can be a joyful time, but we understand it can also bring challenges for many families. Our heart is simply to be present, to give, and to serve. No pressure, no expectations, just genuine care. Okay? So it's a beautiful template. And again, the more information that you give it, the more it will give you. So we have our invitation letter, we have our original plan, we have our invitation letter. And we can take this invitation letter and also create some social media posts. So let's do another chat. Let's see what else. Let's see what it's suggesting. Because we really should just follow what it's saying. So choose outreach focus. Okay, set day and time, assign supplies coordinator, prayer team lead, greeters, media photographer. Okay, shop in bulk. Okay, so ideally what you would want to do is just really run through the steps for each task that it's suggesting. So shop in bulk, and print simple encouragement cards. So this is a task where you could kind of create a new chat about just saying something like, okay, what should we put on the encouragement cards? And then you could do a separate thread also to prepare a 1-sentence church description. But anyway, the basics of this lesson is strictly to just introduce you to how to start planning your projects using ChatGPT. It's absolutely simple. You have, I think the biggest thing that I mentioned is Make sure your account is set up to where it knows about your ministry, it has information, and it can answer based upon the knowledge that it has about your ministry. The beliefs and things of that nature, the culture of the ministry, and how you want people to feel when they encounter your ministry and what you all stand for. Okay. So then after you do that, then you want to set up a folder in your account specifically for your projects. The folder can be for certain projects, or it can be for certain ministries within your ministry, like certain departments. But the key is having a folder. And then once you have that folder, then you can create different chats, as they call it, for the actual project. So you want to start off with the actual project plan or the project overview. And you can get really thorough, like it says here, the goal. You can tell it, hey, we want to reach, 100 people in the community, and we really want to get as close to that number as possible. Okay. So be as specific as you can be, and it will give you even more quality information, relevant information about what you're doing. If you have a theme, if you have a scripture, if you have something specific in mind, ChatGPT will work with you on that. And then once it gives you your overview, you just follow the steps based upon what it tells you and go from there. So again, I don't want to make this too long. I want you to be able to go back and watch the replay. If you have questions, simply message me, or you can email our team@itsjmedia.com. That's team@itsjmedia.com. And we would be more than happy to connect with you. We offer one-on-one support as well as group training as well, and would love to help. All right. So I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in to today's lesson, this mini media ministry Monday lesson on using ChatGPT for project planning. Streamline your church projects with the power of AI. I will see you guys next month.